We've all got interesting stories, if you've ever been in a band, about the interesting, funny, and unfortunate things that happen when you go to get on stage. This is SOH Stories No.1. The year was 2018. It was the very first Symphony of Heaven show at Audio Feed in Champaign-Urbana, Illinois. Up and prior to this point, Symphony of Heaven had been a one-man operation, but that was the first time that we had ever been able to get together, and I had brought on Asaph and Iro and David, and we got together and we were able to do it as a band. And so part of Symphony of Heaven's live act is we run backing tracks on a laptop for synthesizer, orchestration, things that were on the album music that that we can't recreate on stage with guitars, bass, drums, and vocals. Violins, piano, things like that for atmosphere. It's a major part of what a lot of bands do, and I took to it very early on. But it's another thing that can go wrong, and this is exactly what happened. We get on stage, very first show. There's already the butterflies, and you feel a lot of pressure on yourself. And we go and we set up the laptop, and I thought I had everything ready to go. We open up the laptop. I'm setting my stuff up. Asaph's back there on the drum kit, and he's the one that's going to run everything. And he opens up the laptop, and inside Studio One, where all the tracks are, every single one of them says "File not found." And I'm like, we're like 3 minutes from the beginning of the show, and I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Where are they at? I don't know I still to this day don't exactly know what happened, other than the fact that somehow or another, maybe the songs were tied to an external hard drive that I didn't bring with me. And so within a minute and a half, I was able to somehow find every track and drop it back in the session, go on stage and play. And that whole entire set, it was our very first show, and I don't know if we played the full set or we didn't. We ran out of time. It was a short one, like 20 minutes or something like that. So it ended up going off okay. And it's not really one I try and remember very much, because the following set 2 days later was much better. But that was the very first show that we ever did, and apparently was a sign of things to come. So this is been SOH Stories No.1.